people say, Ejala no be small fish. All of my dark days are gone. Oh, you really make me strong. I'm proud of the man I've become. You can't have what is my own. Only more savage, I know. The more you look less, you know. My money where they cargo. Ẹ̀mí mímọ́ ṣèpá. Pàmò èdè kíkà. Ìròrí ní dọ́là yóò mọ bàtàì. Mo lọ mo bọ̀ mo tú wá lọ Dubai. Ẹ̀nàjì fúnbọ̀ ní Ìbàdàn Bukai. Bàbá ta ní ṣẹ́. Mo ní many people. Many people. Many people. Many people. Many people. Many people. Good days are getting better. 1, 2, 3. Good days are getting better. This love is very special. My blessing so deep, better. Oh, why be worried? Ilé bá mi délé. I got it on a face. Korea fẹ́ kó ṣe. Ọ̀la mi rọrí ní dọ́là yóò mọ bàtàì. Mo lọ mo bọ̀ mo tú wá lọ Dubai. Ẹ̀nàjì fúnbọ̀ ní Ìbàdàn Bukai. Bàbá ta ní ṣe. Mo ní many people. Many people. Many people. Many people. Orí mi wúwo máa kọrin gan. I'm going to run to a position now. Oya pàmò lórí tó ijó lòdù tó yìí. Ẹni lòun kọrin ẹni lẹ́sẹ̀ ló lè jó. Má ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ oya pàmò lórí ìta. Sí ní Nàìjíríà. Mọ́kárí ẹ̀dẹ̀ wà ní láì. Mọ́kárí oya adé nílé kan. Mr. Darcy. Ojú ìyá ń bọ̀. Ejala lè ní original gbogbo. Adékúnlé ti bọ̀ lọ. Olélélélélé wọ́n gbẹ́ pátá. Ìyá Yorùbá lé wálé. Ẹgbẹ́ tó kù mọ́ kéké wáyà dé. Ejala lè ní original gbogbo. Ìròyìn ìdájọ́ wákàtí. Mo lọ gbogbo ojú wa lọ. Ẹ̀nàjì fúnbọ̀ ní Ìbàdàn Bukai. Many people. Many people say, Ejala no be small fish.
Yes. Wow. Many people. Ejala no be small fish. He don't do. Yes. Good evening, IOM family. Where are we all? We need to come to the stage because many people need to hear this. I repeat, many people definitely need to hear this. So let us see what the family members are saying. Happy weekend, Umi. Happy weekend to you. Please, IOM members, choose to be happy like Nurse Angel. It gives long life, and I agree. Yes, sir. Ama, okay, Jala, not the small fish, exactly. I agree. It's not a small fish indeed. And Gogwem, my beautiful nurse angel. Gogwem, you know I love you. I always say that. Agnes, good evening, ma. Good evening, Agnes. Faith Collins, good evening, IOM fan members. Good evening, nurse angel. I like the way you greet the fan members because it is indeed very, very important. I repeat, it is indeed important to greet one another. And Nafisat is saying, giving us thumbs up, and many, many people in IOM. I agree, but what's happening? What's happening? I think probably it could be technical issues. And Umi Senos Angel on my way to Lagos. Umi, I wish you safe journey. I wish you go in peace. Come back in peace. We love you and we don't want to hear any story, please. This one, you're on your way. I hope it's not a night bus, but all the same, safe journey. Veronica Chuku, good evening, fan members. Good evening, Veronica. I think this is a new name. And why we will, oh, good. Mansu, thank you, ma, for Nurse Angel Special. I really appreciate Mansu. I should be thanking you for accepting to be Nurse Angel Special. Thank you, my dear. And Nemfort said, trust you are doing great. I really, really do like what I am seeing. And yes, I repeat, yes, I'm doing great and hope you are doing great as well. Okudili, at least I'll be seen today. And indeed, you're saying, Okudili, good evening, my darling. Good evening, my dear. Ndidi, precious, Ndidi, I love your attire. I think I'm going to get that kind of blue hat and blue t-shirt. So on that note, I need us to start. We need to start quickly. I repeat, I need us to start. Before we start, let's just start. So tonight is going to be IOM Venting. I even added edition 1. I added edition 1 because we do indeed intend to have this going a kind of going forward. We'll be having IOM venting section. So I also want to say the team, Nurse Angel, you too like team. Yes, I do. Why do I like team? Because it will let you know our focus, where we want to focus. So the theme for tonight's venting session is the things we carry. I repeat, the theme of tonight's venting session is the things we carry. I want to say that we acknowledge we all carry a lot. And I like what I saw. Where is it? Yes, IOM Venting Edition 1, because there will be many more coming. And I want to say, fan members, I am thinking of how to start. Remember, okay, let me just welcome each and every one of you. I can see Jen I. Nosenje, notice our new attire. That is what I just noticed. I just noticed the new attire, Jen Ike. It is indeed lovely. Honestly speaking, the new attire is lovely. I really do like that blue. It's nice and I love it because nursing uniform is blue as well. So it is beautiful. I like it. Well done, guys. And the cap. Maybe small thing. We'll talk about it later. Let's see. I don't learn. Angela, I don't land. Good evening, my darling. And Veronica say, I love this. Good evening, Veronica, once again. So let me repeat. Tonight, we are giving IOM family members an opportunity to vent. Very important. Sometimes we do it in the admin team. I call up to admin team members and I tell them, venting time, vent. Cosmos Angel, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Or unleash and unleash the feast. Just speak. Tell us what you want, what you think you have bottled up, because we don't want anybody bottling anything up. Speak out, and you will be appreciated for that. So on that same note, I want to say tonight, fam members, tonight is not just another live show. This is our altar. This place we are sitting and watching is our altar. This is the place where we drop the weight we carry and where we unclench our fist. Yes, if you have held your fist, I need you to unclench it, because here is where we say the things we carry. And I want to welcome you all to IOM Venting Edition 1, the things we carry. Why? Why are we doing this? Because we carry sicknesses. We carry silence. We carry children. We carry parents. We carry grief. We carry pain. We carry responsibilities. We carry shame. And the most important, we carry each other, even when our hands are shaking. So tonight, before we open the floor, before we start to vent, please permit me to tell you this. Please, I beg you. I know I've always talked about myself, but you are not alone. You are not alone, IOM fam members. You are not alone in your heart. We feel you. We hurt when you hurt. I feel you. I hurt when you hurt, because we too, we are not exempt from pain. I want to say this. I've said this before, but I want to say it officially now. Do you know that one of our admin currently, in fact, I will mention names, Chibweze Best, he has had a lot of his own fair share. He lost his mother as an admin. His daddy is not well, always sick. Him himself was ambushed and beaten black and blue. He said he's not beaten, but he has swollen face, and admin Chibe said his clothes was torn, even his trousers were torn. He was walking on the street like a madman. Currently, admin Chibes is recovering from malaria, typhoid, and BP, high BP. He's on injection and medication as we speak. Yet, admin Chibes turned up. He turns up on a daily basis, even for exercises. Now, do you know that admin Chichi has been struggling a lot. Admin Chichi's mother is chronically ill. She has been ill for the past 4 years. She shuffles between Lagos and her village to look after her mother. Do you know that admin Chichi's sons are also sick? The last time she joined the meeting and the talk show from the hospital where the son was receiving treatment. Do you know that admin Chichi also suffers from her own personal issues? Yes, she has issues she's struggling with. Do you know that just a couple of months ago, admin Chichi was admitted in the hospital for 4 days. She was battling with her life. She was fighting for her life for 4 days. I showed the picture here. Do you know that her breath, she was almost breathless. She had to be given oxygen. She was given ventilator to help her breathe. She was losing her life. Do you know that? Admin Chain Talk. Farm members, I want you to listen and to listen clearly. Do you know that Admin Chain Talk just buried his newborn baby? In case you didn't hear me, do you know that Admin Chintok just buried his newborn baby? Do you know that Admin Chintok's wife almost lost her life? Do you know that Admin Chintok do you know that Admin Chintok's wife nearly died when she was giving birth in the hospital a couple of days ago? Do you know that their newborn baby died at birth? They gave birth to him and he died. Do you know that Admin Chintok's wife lost almost every blood she had? She had to undergo blood transfusion. Do you know that she was almost disabled? She was being turned. She couldn't stand. She couldn't move her legs. Do you know that she was in hospital for a period of time? Do you know that Admin Chintok was shuffling from blood bank hospital back to the hospital? Why? Just to get blood. He had to beg people to donate blood. As you know, Nigeria is useless in terms of hospital. They don't have blood. Admin Chintok had to go and look for blood for his wife to survive. She was at the peak of death. Do you know that Admin Chintok was shuffling back and forth to get blood to give to his wife to survive while still turning up for IOM? Can you imagine? Can you imagine farm members holding a tiny coffin? I want you to picture this. I want you to picture this. Admin Chintok was holding a tiny coffin, a coffin that he has his newborn baby inside to bury. In the morning, he buried his son. He still turned up to check on IOM family members to be sure you are okay. Do you know that? I asked Admin Chintok to take days off. I told Admin Chintok, this just happened a couple of days ago, less than a week. Admin Chintok, please take some days off. Do you know that he declined? He declined. He refused. He said he needs to show up for IOM. He's still posting. He's still doing what he's supposed to do. What about Nurse Angel, the angel of our time, as I'm called? I'm human too. I am human too. You all know my story. I am holding my 81 years old chronically ill dad, a man battling seizures. When you hear seizures, he collapses now and then. A man battling prostate cancer, a man battling with partial blindness, a man battling with pain, a man battling in a body that betrays him. without warning. There are days, fam members, do you know that there are days when the fear of one more ambulance call keeps me awake all night? Do you know that every day I pray a silent prayer, Father, keep my daddy alive for another day and just another day. I am awake at night, checking in on him. Do you know that I too have my own share of hospital admissions and surgeries? Since starting this our IOM relaunch, do you know that I have had not less than 3 surgeries? One was life-threatening. And in the midst of the storm, there was a time I nearly lost my son. Yes, there was a time I nearly lost my son. But I still showed up. I still showed up for IOM. Not because I had the strength. I didn't have the strength, but because I needed to be strong for IOM family. I came here to announce to you that my 3 children are finishing school. But it's not a celebration. It is not a celebration. It is paperwork. It is coaching. It is CV creation. It is job hunting. It is moving boxes. It's emotional hand holding. Okay, let me tell you this. Yes, my daughter has finally graduated. Kobe missed out a presentation. Kobe, my son, my first son, he missed out a presentation. I needed to be there for him. I needed to be there for him to rehearse and practice and to console him or encourage him, to tell him he can still make it. He can still graduate. Guess what? He just presented to the school. I was supporting him, listening, coaching. He has done his presentation and he's waiting the decision whether to graduate or not to graduate. I'll give you the update as well. What about Zita? What about Zita? Yes, I must say to you, due to Zita's illness, he had to stay for extra 1 month to complete his placement while his colleagues concluded their studies. He stayed back. Guess what? Zita would have given up. He would have given up, but I had to be there. I had to be there to give him guide. In the middle of that, I'm holding up for IOM. Yes, I'm holding up for you. I miss all the challenges we face. I miss everything, even in grief, even in sickness, even in mourning. We still show up for IOM. Not because we have no pain. It's not because we are painless. It's not because we have no pain, but because we know you too have your own share of pain. We are coming for IOM, not because we do not have pain, but because we know that you too have your own pain. So tonight, IOM family, as you take the mic, as you type in the comment section, as you drop your truth and your pain, as you pour your heart, please, I beg you, do it freely. Do it freely. But please, IOM fan members, do it with awareness. Unleash, vent, please do. But vent with awareness. Vent with awareness that we all have our own story. We all have our own story of broken. And yes, yet we carry others' cross on top of ours. And I want to say this, IOM fan members, This space is for healing. I repeat, the venting is for healing. I feel so relieved. This venting space is not for hostility. No. This venting room is for you to release, not revenge. It's for you to release your pain, not to revenge. So when you vent like someone who knows that the other person also is bleeding. Yes, when you're venting, vent like someone who knows others are also bleeding too. Please, fam members, I want you to vent with fire. Yes, vent, but also vent with family. Because IOM was not built on perfection. We are not perfect. No. IOM is built on covenant. I know you'll be wondering, what does that mean? I repeat, we are not perfect. But because we have taken a covenant, we took an oath that while we show up even in sickness and in health. We show up for better and for worse. We show up under the rain and in the sun. We show up even with heavy hearts. We show up for IOM family. So tonight, before you speak, I want you to remember, we all carry something. We all are carrying something. I repeat, as you vent with the knowledge that every one of us, all the admin and IOM family members are carrying something. Welcome to IOM Venting Edition 1. Remember, the theme is the things we carry. I want to say, let's release, not resent. Don't resent anybody, please. I beg you. I beg you in the name of whatever you believe in. Let's feel, not fight. Just feel each other. Feel each other's pain. Please do not fight. Please, I beg you. Let us lift each other up. Let's lift each other up. Not lash out. Don't lash out on anybody. Please, they also have pains. Because this venting space is our safe space. And here, every voice matters, including the silent voices. And on that note, I want to call on each and every IOM fan members to vent. Please vent. I beg you to vent. Veronica Chukwu, life can just take you unawares. I agree. Faith Collins, we all have our silent battles. We pray for healing and strength to carry on. Thank you. May God help us all. Veronica Chukwu. Khadija is laughing at me. Mansu, Mama, in 12th of December 2020, I had an accident, which I have a pelvic dislocation, have been in hospital for a year, but we thank God, I have lost my job. I'm back to square one. I feel bad many times. Sorry, my dear. I feel you. I feel you, Mansu. I feel you. Jane Ike, Nurse Angel, I lost my sister last night. It's not easy at all. Exactly what we're saying. Jane Ike, I cannot console you. Words cannot console you. However, Jane Ike, please, I pray that you reach out to IOM fan members. IOM fan members, please reach out to Jane Ike and please give me her number as well so I can console with her. This is what we should do. Very important for us to keep sharing our issue. Sorry for your loss, Jane Ike. May God help us all in Jesus' name. Amen. Ola, Nurse Angel, I can feel your pain. Thank you, Ola Balogun. Folake, I lost my dad on 2nd of this month. I'm still in pain. Please, don't break my heart, because the loss of our loved ones is not something we can recover from. Folake, IOM fan members, can you please reach out to Folake? Please reach out to Folake. I beg you, reach out to Folake. She's in pain. We know what pain is. We all have our share of pain. Reach out to Folake and admin, please let's have a number as well. If I can, sometimes I cannot do this alone, but we will try. Reach out to Folake. She is in pain. And Jane Ike, also reach out to Folake. So both of you will share what you're going through. A problem shared is a problem half solved. Ama, make una leave this vent for another day. Ama, please vent, please. Don't hold back. I repeat, a problem shared is a problem half solved. Please. Efosa, thank you very much for the condolences. Thank you, Efosa. Jane Ike from Ola Balogun, may God console you. It's not easy. And because Jane Ike is in Port Harcourt, please can Port Harcourt team reach out to Jane Ike, please. Ndidi Precious, I can't go a day without being reminded that I have not given birth. Ndidi Precious said, I can't go a day without being reminded. Ndidi, I would like you to tell me by whom. Are you the one feeling it? Or are people reminding you? Human being, we can be heartless. Because when we see someone else's corpse, we think they are carrying a log of wood, without being reminded that I have not given birth and everything doing for it to happen have failed. Ndidi, I want to say this to you. The most important thing you may think Nasenja can't understand is to forget about the society, because sometimes whilst we struggle to give birth, it may not be just because it's what you want. I know we may all want children, but it could be what people are saying, like you say, without being reminded. I want to know, who is reminding you? Is it you reminding yourself, or is it the society reminding you? Indeed, precious. You are precious indeed. Sometimes it's delayed. Sometimes it doesn't come. But let me say this, with technology, even grandmothers give birth. The pressures. You see, childbearing has been overcome with technology. IVF, oh, some didn't work. My dear, we can take it and put in someone else. It's expensive. Then there is also a need to consider adoption. Children are the same. I want my own child. I don't know what that means. I understand, but sometimes our children, even my children, who told me is mine, at that time, is it not the baby they give to you that you take? So, Ndidi, precious, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. But I want to say this. Have you tried adopting and taking that adopted child to be yours? I remember my friend, when we were in Nigeria, I got married. She's a good friend of mine. I got married to my boyfriend. She got married to her boyfriend. But before they got married, I got married before her. But guess what? My friend already prepared a room for her child when they were planning marriage. She prepared a room for the child she's going to give birth to. If you go into this room, you will faint. It was all pink color. She wanted a girl child first. Guess what? She never had a child. She didn't at the time. She continued because for me, I did not even, my children know this, I didn't even want to have a child. But immediately, even I was pregnant before I had to quickly get married. Yes. And I was complaining. Oh, I didn't want to have a child. Oh, this pregnancy. I wanted to go and remove it. I think I was married. They've done introduction, but we've not done wedding. So I wanted to remove it. I said I wanted to work for 5 years before I start giving birth. But guess what, Ndidi Precious? Guess what? That my friend that got married immediately after me in the same year, she prepared a room for children, her first daughter, but it didn't come. She was always complaining, crying. I told her, go and adopt. Go and adopt. Go and adopt. It was hard. She said she wanted hers. I said, but is what you call a child that the child bears. If you say this child is mine, the child is yours. If you say this child is not mine, the child will not be yours. After 5 years of trying for her own child, she then listened to me and she went to adopt. Guess what? Ndidi Precious, guess what? I'll look for her and show you her pictures. I've shown her before. Immediately she adopted this girl child because she always wanted, the room was there for 5 years. She always wanted a girl child. She adopted a newborn baby girl child. After 2 years or less, or less of adopting, this lady gave birth to her own child and more. She gave birth. Why not consider adoption? I love adoption because children, as long as I'm concerned, are children. Oh, do you know whether their father, mother is a thief? I don't know what that means. People can be negative. Consider adoption. I have another friend. When I relocated to Nigeria to work with SGF, she's not a friend, she's an in-law. She was married for a long period of time. She didn't have a child. She was always praying. Pastors were coming to her house to pray for her to give birth every day. I don't join the prayer. I didn't like it. Not that I don't like it, I didn't understand what's happening. Guess what? She would bring pastors to her house. I'm focusing on the depressions because I don't know, our society can be negative. They can give you names and other things. So this girl, every day by day, pastors are in her house praying, praying, praying. They are seeing visions. When I went to Nigeria, I first lived with her because they are in-laws. My husband, elder brother, was married to her elder sister. What happened? When the pastors come to pray, they will tell her that it's the people in the village, it's her houseboy, it's her house girl, it's everybody that is holding her pregnancy. I told her, you must be stupid. So this carried on for about 6 months. I've moved to my own house. I've gotten a house. I called her one day. No, before I moved, on the first month, when the pastors come, I go to a corner. They call me, come and join. I said, no, sorry, I won't. I don't like it. So the pastors will say, I have evil spirit. I say, no problem. She knows me. She knows my good heart. She knows I don't have evil spirit. So one day I called her. I won't mention her name because I didn't take permission from her. I called her. I said, do you really want a child? She said, yes. I said, why are you wasting your money? Why are you? Because each pastor, sometimes she flies them in from Enugu to Abuja. She flies them in from Lagos to Abuja. Sometimes they are within, she puts them in a hotel to come and pray for her. I said, do you really want a child? She said, yes. I said, then nobody can pray for you more than you can pray for yourself. I said to her, there are certain things we will do. We started morning exercise on a daily basis. We started morning exercise. I said, let us continue to work on ourselves. This was in 2012, 2013. We were doing early morning exercise on a daily basis. Morning exercise. I said, let's, keep our body active. Secondly, I said to her, consider adopting or consider IVF. She did the first IVF. It didn't work. Yes. She did the second IVF. It didn't work. That was when I told her, let us do exercises. So we started exercising. I told her, stop all this getting these pastors to pray for you. Stop it. Pray for yourself. I said, because pastors will give you 30 minutes. I stayed there. They come, pray. She make food, give them and all that. I said, stop it. They have a lot of things they are also doing for themselves. They are also human. I said, pray for yourself. I told her, carry yourself, hit yourself on the floor, roll. Pray. I can't pray for you. If I pray for you, I can give you 1 hour or 2 hours, but you can pray for yourself 24 hours. But in praying, act. Continue to go to hospital, continue to do tests, continue to keep active, continue to think of adoption. Guess what? Within 6 months, she became pregnant, not by IVF. IVF did not work. On the 3 occasions she ended up doing it, she later became pregnant by herself. Yes. So it's not just to pray. It's also to act. Sometimes when you start acting, they say what you're seeking is seeking you, but not when you complain and relax. It's when you go closer. If at the end, if nothing works, adopt. Other people's children are children. So in the depressions, I beg you, don't allow yourself to be drained. Consider every child as child. adopt if need be. Exercise, try IVF. If it fails, continue to act until you receive. Grandmothers give birth. People, if you do IVF, it doesn't work for you, you can take it and put it in someone else. Okay, you may say it's expensive, but adopt and take that adopted child as yours. Who cares what people say? People can kill you before your death. So I hope this makes sense to you, indeed precious. Oni said, everyone has one thing or the other they are passing through. I have a serious wound and pain, but despite, I dance because I love IOM from my heart. Well done. Well done. Khadija, my heartfelt condolences to Jane Ike. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you, Khadija. Claire said, I couldn't finish my education because I had a baby. Been struggling to do better. I just got my ND certificate after 10 years. I started carrying my burden by myself ever since, struggling to get HND now, but been hooked for months now due to financial issue. I'm not going to give up. I'll get there eventually. I thank God I'm married now and with a baby presently. Well done, Claire. Esther, that is what we are talking about. Never relent, persist to prevail. Well done. So sorry for your loss, my very brother, Mr. Chintok. Thank you. It is well. I'll call Chintok. Thank you. Thank you, Amma. Thank you. Veronique Chupu, it's not easy for me now. It's only here I can come and pour my heart. Been sick because of pregnancy, and I can't go to work because I will be due soon, January or February. The funny thing is, my husband's job stopped, and I'm thinking of hospital bill. I think every day I'm not happy, and I have not gotten anything for the new baby. Veronique, I understand what you're saying. Sometimes it's financial difficulty. But again, even if you think and think, you will only be hurting yourself. You only feel low in your spirit and depressed. Why not look forward and positive? That is what I always say. Be positive no matter the circumstance, because nothing is permanent. I repeat, nothing is permanent. But I love the way you shared it. They say problem shared is problem half solved. So, Veronique, I encourage you to try not to think of not having bought anything for your baby, but try to celebrate that you are pregnant and you're going to deliver safely. Yeah, because just like I said, a friend of mine, if you entered her room, her baby's room, every baby furniture, baby bed, baby light, the room was pink. The room was pink. The light is pink. The nights, everything, the bed, oh my God. But baby never came. Veronique, she had everything. My friend had everything, but baby never came. And admin Chintok, he gave birth. And I believe he must have bought things for the baby, but the baby died. Veronique, it's not fair that you are depressed when you should be celebrating. Celebrate. If not for nothing, but for the fact that you are pregnant, and be positive that you're going to deliver safely. Everything shall be added unto you. Even in the Bible, it says, the birds of the air, who gives them life? It says that seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything shall be added unto you. What does that mean? Simple, simple. What it means is, stop thinking of what you will do, because you did not even give yourself a grain of hair. That look at the grasses. Look at the grasses, how they are growing. They didn't do it for themselves. So seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything shall be added unto you. Means just continue. Continue to do what is needful. Continue to be thankful, because there is nothing like Thanksgiving. Sometimes we complain when we should be celebrating. I tell you, there is no way you will give birth that you will not, things will not come. Seek ye the kingdom of God means do what is needful. Be happy, be positive, continue to do your exercises. Make sure you give birth. When I say exercise, I mean antenatal, little things you need to do to keep yourself and the baby fit and well. Everything will be added unto you. Very important. Because here in IOM, we are a huge family. And even if we cannot financially support everyone, we are here to listen to every voice. And we encourage other IOM family members to please reach out to those that are in pain, please. Very important. Faith said, please accept my heartfelt condolences. And Mansu said, when I'm in the hospital, that in October 2021, I lost my 22-year-old sister due to epilepsy. Sorry for your loss. I remember when I lost my mom, it was a while ago. I refused to cry, not because I didn't want to cry. I refused to accept that my mom was dead. I still called her phone. I still called her on the phone. Mother's Day, I call her phone number. My daddy picks the phone. I want to talk to mommy. Your mom is dead. Another year, I call her. I want to talk to mommy. Your mommy is dead. When they said we should write our condolences, our, what do you call it? When you write your, when you lose a loved one, they do a brochure or so, and you write your, what, I can't remember the name. Chichi, if you can remember the name, just say it out. I refuse to write. Because as long as I'm concerned, my mom is not dead. So I feel your pain. I feel your pain, because it's not easy to lose a loved one. I refuse to agree that my mommy was dead. I refuse to cry. I refuse to mourn her. I said my mom is alive, period. I still acted as if she's alive. But one thing that healed me was that I later accepted she was dead, but rather than I didn't accept she was dead, I said my mom is alive in me. So I put my mom, I created a space for my mom in my heart. So I feel your pain. It was difficult for me. And I know it will be difficult for you, Mansu. So please, let me have gentle soul rest in perfect peace. IOM is my strength and safe place. Yes, I agree. So I have a burden I've been carrying since May. Wow. And I'm hopeful I won't carry it over to next year. Amma, I don't want to force anyone to share their problem. But I want to tell you, this is our safe space. Nobody will mock you. Nobody will laugh at you. Even if they do, hit your chest and celebrate because we love you. Amma, you know that. And this burden you've been carrying since May, I hope you find a way to unburden it. Very important. Find a way to unleash the fist, unclench the fist. Find a way to unclench the fist. Stop holding on. Stop holding on. It's too heavy. Mona Lisa Onyedikachi. Okay, she's tagging. Thank you, Mona Lisa. Oni, I have to do the dance to gather my son's institution fee. I want to add it to the one my husband was able to save up despite I have a chronic pain on my leg. Wow. Wow. And you never shared this, Oni. Wow. So important. Bami Yinka, Oni, I hope and I wish you all the best. Bami Yinka, God knows why next year will be your year, but only if you believe. But I promise you, dear, I promise you, dear, you will be happy for what you have been waiting for. You can screenshot this message. Next year is your year. Universe are on it right now. Make your wish yourself the way you want it at the Precious. Thank you for that, Bami Yinka. Adoption and IVF has helped a lot in my area. Very important. You see, sometimes we allow ourselves to go down the drain. This is the modern age. This is the modern age. Nobody should suffer. Nobody should suffer. Nobody should suffer. If you don't have a child, adopt or try IVF or continue to work on yourself. If you don't have a child, one or the other will work. One or the other will work. We have 1 billion children, let me say, or millions of children that are orphans. Let me do a quick check online. How many? That is the one they will tell me is the recorded one. Oh. How many children are orphans? So, look at what it says. Look at it. It says 144 million orphans. We have a lot of children that are orphans. This is not all of it. It's just the recorded ones. We see children thrown away in the bushes, in the toilet, places. That is what they say. Some have food, but cannot eat. Some can eat, but have no food. Prayer without work is a waste of time. Thank you. Ndidi said, thank you, man. I'm happy to hear that. Nurse Angel, we need to get platform for awaiting mothers. A lot is suffering. Jane Ike, what do you mean by, I know what you mean, but what do you mean by awaiting mothers? So those that she's trying to be positive, because truth be told, grandmothers can give birth. Listen, grandmothers can give birth. Grandma, you see, time has passed. When a man will tell you, oh, her age has passed. Listen, I know men. I know men that their age have passed as well. How? Due to a lot of illnesses, especially prostate. Prostate. When they take away your prostate, your ability to impregnate reduces. Therefore, they encourage men. Men are encouraged to store their sperm if they want to give birth, to store their sperm before they take away their prostate due to cancer or other diseases. So also women. Therefore, what am I saying? Okay, why you know, that is before. Women have time, the clock is ticking. No clock is ticking nowhere. No clock is ticking. It's ticking for everyone. So women, as I am now, take my eggs and freeze it. Yes. They store your eggs, store your sperm. 90 years, you can still use your stored eggs. Grandmothers too can give birth. Even if you can't carry it, after all, men have carried pregnancy. No, Sandra, yes. You see, we need to be aware that this world is adapting, changes happen. That's why when people quote Bible, Quran, and books that have been written years, thousands of years ago, I say, do the book know what is happening today? Yes, it's wisdom. Wise people say things, and it goes years and years, of course. But you need to adapt to the society, what is happening currently. I'm not saying be of the world. They say don't be of the world, be of the this, be of the that, my dear. My dear, if we're talking about awaiting mothers, which is a positive way to put it, I need you to know something. There's nothing like barrenness anymore. Anybody that thinks there is something like barrenness, I beg to differ. Nothing like men can give birth. Los Angeles. Have a man given birth? Okay. So I need you to see this. Google and search, confirm it. This is according to our God's time. He said, checkmate it, fact check it. BT stated that he felt no conflict between his pregnancy and his gender as a man. So there is a man called BT. There is a man called BT. BT gave birth to his second child. BT, a man. Technology. Look. Come on, come, farm members. You need to accept something. Technology is real. AI is real. Technology is real. When you're quoting the Bible said, let's be honest. We are all people of faith. I am. Let's be honest. Over 3,000 years ago, there was horses. People were riding on horses. They tried to do canoe. They have a flood. There was no airplane. And they would tell you, There was no real hospitals. So when you have leprosy, fact check me. In the Bible, in Quran, in all the religious scripts, when you have leprosy, they will tell you to take them to evil forest, throw them there. Leprosy? People have leprosy and they're treated today. Do you want to tell me you will do what the Bible said? Do you want to tell me you will say the Bible said throw them in the forest, in the evil forest? Fact check me. No, you won't do that. Why? Because of technology. We now have doctors, medical doctors that can cure leprosy. Yes. So therefore, no need, according to what the Bible said, to take them to evil forest. Don't do that. It's not everything the Bible said that we will do. I'm sorry. It's a fact. Even if you read the Bible, you will see, and the Quran and other books, you will see where they talked about slaves. You need to own a slave. Give your slave a mark. Pierce them, rob them, use iron, mark them. That is what the Bible said. And they have rules and regulations for slaves in the Bible. In the Bible. Even in New Testament. A slave, you own a slave. If a slave marries, his children, if he's your slave, are yours. That is what the Bible said. But recently, with technology, with human rights, slavery have been at least formally abolished. You won't say the Bible say own slaves, you go and own slave now. No, that is against the law. Human beings are equal. You can't own a human being as a slave. There is no where is accepted. That is human right. But the Bible's allowed it. So, what I'm trying to say is, even if there was barrenness then, there is no barrenness now. Because, according to research, men too can be pregnant with technology. And real human sperm and real human egg, you fertilize it and implant in them. Do surgeries. I've done not less than 5 surgeries for health. Not less than 5 surgeries. Men that were made not to give birth with technology can give birth. How much more the woman? How much more the woman that have everything? You don't need any surgery to implant things to help carry the child. BT gave birth to his second child. His second child, a son, in 2009. He gave birth. Every woman can give birth. Yes, with technology. Or if you don't want to go with technology, adopt human being na human being. It's when you have a kind of funny spirit. Okay. I want you to look at him. This is a man who delivered of a baby. This is a man who delivered of a baby. Look at him, his second son. You're telling me about barrenness? It's almost like a choice. In terms of you can adopt, make your choice. But when you tell me, I can't adopt, I can't, look at him. Look at him. Look at it. This one not be say then say. Eh? Look at. Not be one. Oh. Yeah. So you need to know. You need to know whether real or not, there has been recorded evidence. I need to do an in-depth search before I come, but I know there have been recorded evidence of men giving birth. You can adopt. You can adopt. Why suffer? Why suffer? Some people say, I want my own child. Choice. When I say, oh, you don't understand, my husband will chase me. We suffer a lot by choice. Wahala. No be wahala. Wow. No be small. Oh. Veronica Chupu, thank you so much for giving me the update. I don't know what that is. Kenneth Emeka. Wow, this is my first time of seeing this name, Kenneth Emeka. You can explain what you want to explain far deeper into people's mind without calling the Bible. Leave Bible out of your explanation. Use innovations and science advancement. Emeka Kenneth, thank you very much for your opinion. I will call the Bible. You are a Christian. I am a Christian. You cannot. This is one thing human beings do. Emeka Kenneth, with love and with clarity, I want to say people need to learn to stop fighting people and shushing them up when they mention facts. If I had lied against the Bible, Emeka, like I said, this is the first time I'm seeing you. And I want to invite you to IOM to continue to follow IOM. You will not regret it, Emeka. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah? You are a Christian. I am a Christian. One thing we do is to lie to ourselves. I'm not saying, Emeka, you do. I say we as human beings. I did not lie against. I read the Bible. If I don't read the Bible, I will not see this version. But one thing I want to say to you, in the Bible, it was written that slavery is good. The law, it did not say slavery is good, but it says that the Lord God said slaves should do this. What is that all about? There's a lot of stories behind it, but it happened. Let me tell you, Emeka, on a quick note, Emeka Kenneth, the reasons why the white people took black people to slavery is because of the Bible. It was written in the Bible. And let me tell you this, Emeka, I've done a lot of research. The reason why slave trade was difficult to abolish was because of the Bible. Do you know why? Because when you shush people from talking about reality and facts, you miss the important information. Before the abolition of slave trade, whenever blacks and Asians, we are fighting for freedom from the white. Guess what? The white men went to the court with the Bible. The white men went to the court with the Bible. They wrote the Bible, not you, Kenneth. Both of us, Kenneth, Emeka, and Nurse Angel, we read the Bible that was given to us by the white man. I need you to know that. Emeka Kenneth, the reason why slave trade was difficult to abolish was because of the Bible. So when the blacks were fighting, begging, crying, praying, because they used the Bible to convert us to Christianity. So when we are praying for solution, begging to be released, to be free, our forefathers, the white man went to court to defend slave trade with the Bible, and they quote the versions. A lot of places, you will see verses that support slavery. So they quoted the verses and said that God authorized slavery as well. Emeka Kenneth, I want to tell you something that will break your heart if you will listen, because it broke my heart when I read the Bible. In the Bible, if you read, I can't remember the version now because it just went off, but Google and search. Google, read if you have Bible, check, or Google it. There was a time, thank God for new technology, human rights activism has stopped it. If a woman, Emeka Kenneth, if a woman is pregnant, or not pregnant, no, Sandra, please quote rightly. So in the Bible, if a man marries a woman and on their wedding night, he discovers that the woman is not a virgin on their wedding night, they said that it is written to bring her in front of her father's house and stone her to death. Because of you, Emeka. Because you say I should take the Bible off it. I won't. It's not you and I that wrote the Bible. The Bible was written and given to us. We need to use it because people use it. People use the Bible script, like the white men use the Bible script to justify slavery. We should also use it to explain not to do that. So let me check for this version I just said. If a man marries a woman and on the wedding night discovers she's not a virgin, bring her to the front of her father's house and stone her to death. Please check the version in the Bible. So if you look, it is in the, open to this verse, yeah? Open to Deuteronomy chapter 22, I hope it is, Deuteronomy 22, 13 to 21, Jesus. Let me see, 20 to 20. So, because of you, I'll read it. Can someone please quote it quicker for me? I will look for it. Deuteronomy violation. Okay, accept. So, marriage, if a man takes a wife, I read. Deuteronomy, I want to see if it is. If a man takes a wife and after sleeping with her, dislikes her and slander, no, that's not it. Her father will slay others. I gave you my daughter. No, that's not it. However, if the charge is true, it should, Let's start from, I'll read it, is a lot. Deuteronomy chapter 22, 13 to 21 is a lot. If a man takes a wife And after sleeping with her, dislikes her and slanders her and give her a bad name, saying, I married this woman, but when I approach her, I did not find proof of her virginity. That's if he's lying against her. Then the young woman's father and mother shall bring to the town elders at the gate, proof that she was a virgin. So they need to prove. Jesus, these people suffer. They need to prove that she was a virgin. Her father will say to the elders, I gave my daughter in marriage to this man, but he dislikes her. Now he has slandered her and said, I did not find your daughter to be a virgin, but here is the proof of my daughter's virginity. I don't know how they proved that. I don't know. This was, oh my God, thank God it has changed. Thank God. Then her parents shall display the clothes before the elders of the town. Who keeps that kind of clothes to show these days? Oh my God, our forefathers suffered. And the elders shall take the man and punish him. They shall fine him. You see, the punishment is a fine. They shall fine him 100 shekels of silver and give them to the young woman's father, because this man has given an Israelite virgin a bad, that means you must be a virgin. If not, you'll see the consequences. She shall continue to be his wife. Excuse me, I don't understand. He must not divorce her by fire, by force, as long as he lives, even if he hates her. No wonder women suffer abuses when they are in the hands of a man that hates them, but they say you must marry him. Now, listen to verses 20. Please listen, Emeka Kenneth. It says, if, however, the charge is true. Listen, Emeka. If, however, the charge is true and no proof of the woman's virginity can be found. So if truly this man married a woman and she's not a virgin, I repeat, let me read it. According to New International Version of the Bible, but others you will say it. So chapter 22 verses 20. If, however, the charge is true and no proof of the young woman's virginity can be found, verses 21 says, she shall be brought to the door of her father's house, and there the men of the town shall stone her to death. She has done an outrageous thing in Israel by being promiscuous while still in her father's house. You must purge the evil among you. You shall put her to death. I want to say this. This is what they were living by. Remember, nobody talked about the man, whether he should be a virgin or not. But
I don't see the man in your contacts. Who do you want to read?
But we shall leave that for another time. So there were lots of things written in the Bible. But one thing I need to say to you, Emeka Kenneth, you can't shush people from reading the Bible. You have new
messages in 30 conversations.
You can't shush people from reading the Bible. You can't. And you can't shush them from quoting the Bible. I just quoted the Bible. You can't do that, Emeka. So we all read the Bible. No one have the right to stop us from doing that. But if you think that what the Bible said is harsh, like I feel, in certain areas, a lot of it is good. That is what we see. But some of it, I'm happy, recently is no longer practicable. Remember, even in New Testament, remember Mary Magdalene, the prostitute. Who was she prostituting with? A man. She was prostituting with a man. She was caught fornicating. She was caught committing fornication or whatever you want to call it. She was brought to be stoned to death. What about the man? It was Jesus Christ that said, who have not sinned. But this is what the Bible have been writing, what people have been living by. So it is important to name it and shame it. Obianya Chibueze best. We no longer live in the Old Testament. There are many in the New Testament, Ama. You see, when the white men wrote the Bible and brought to us, we read it and we accept it. We all read it, including me, or we all read it, or we all are reading it. So when you say we no longer live by the Old Testament, listen, a lot is written in the New Testament. A lot. If not make them follow, put the man to death. So I want to say, Obianya Chukwese Bese, do your church still read the Old Testament? Thank you very much. We do. We read Old and New Testament. But listen, New Testament has a lot in it as well. New Testament have a lot in it as well. But the truth is, 3,000 years ago, they wrote the Bible. What is happening now? The technologies have eliminated some of the, like human rights. Even in the New Testament, the place of the woman. You see, they have laws for the women. And they will tell you, tie your head, do this one, do a lot of things, including someone will, because of little money, they will say, fall down and die. Who does that? How can you kill somebody? How can you justify murder in the New Testament? How can you justify murder because somebody took money from offering? Who does that? In the New Testament, you kill because of money. Nowadays, a lot of people go and steal food to eat, steal money to buy food to eat, steal even from the church. Even the pastors are stealing from congregation, asking for things. You won't say drop down and die. We need to ask that, because there's nothing like somebody should die because of this man. Listen, somebody should die because of what? Is not honestly fair, if you ask me. So, as I am saying, we need to look into a lot. I repeat, a lot. The both are read in church. So I think we've stopped venting and we are now talking about the Bible. Let's vent, continue to share our thoughts. And the differential say the Old Testament carry a lot of laws, but I believe that is why Jesus came to abolish some of it according to the Bible. Wow. Angela Gideon, I lost my mom in 2011 due to childbirth. Until date, I'm not healed. Wow. This is what we should be looking at. Most times we live, you see, I feel bad. I feel bad sometimes when it comes to family members. I feel bad that people are arguing about scriptures that we were given, whether you like it or not, is a fact. I feel bad that we are arguing about the scriptures that we are given rather than feeling human beings. You will see people that will, even some people, because of religious fanaticism, both Christians and Muslims, kill human beings. I repeat, family members, I need you to listen. Some people, because of religious fanaticism, both Christians and Muslims, they kill people because of these scriptures. Okay, best case scenario. Best case scenario, even if they don't go ahead to kill, in few cases, they will curse you, shame you. What does that mean? Why are you fighting for God? What does that mean? What is happening? Because of religious fanatics, and these people, just think about it, family members. I want you to think about it. Anybody that will kill, anybody that will abuse their fellow human being in the name of the religious fanaticism, who are you? Who are you? What example are you showing? Shush people up when I have human rights to speak facts, not blasphemy. Why should, it's just like we complain as human beings, we complain, oh, the government is not allowing us to talk. Oh, the government has shushed us up. Oh, the government, I can't talk, I can't talk. Government will lock you up if you talk, if you criticize, if you... However, the same people that cry that government is not allowing them to talk are the same people that, what do? They shush you up when you are reading out loud things they don't like in the scriptures. Why? Why? Tell me why. And tell me the difference between these people and the government they are attacking for brutalism. Tell me, what's the difference? I repeat, because I don't understand. We in Africa, we were converted, most of us, either to Christianity, Islamism, and Buddhism, and other religions, because we need, as human beings, give me a minute, please, give me a minute. Give me a minute, please. Because we need, as human beings, to have a kind of spiritual connection. Yes, sometimes it's healing for some people. We in Africa, we were all given the Bible. You see, the Bible was written by about 40 or 44 people. 40 or 44 authors wrote the Bible. So let me go. I think it's 40 or 44. How many authors wrote the Bible? All right. So the Bible was written by 40 authors, approximately. Although the Catholic Bible have more books in it that was removed due to certain things. So the one we have has been, these authors came from diverse. The Bible was written, if you look at it, St. James, St. Matthew, there are people. So there are about 40 of them. These authors came from diverse background, including kings, fishermen, physicians. They wrote the Bible. So what happened? What happened is they wrote the Bible. These people are somewhere Israel, surrounding areas, and they brought it to us as well so that we can see what happened in their area and then convert to Christianity or convert to Muslim religion. And we, depending on the people that came to come to preach to you, some people in the northern part of Nigeria, we had these Muslim people that came there to convert them. Most people in the southern part of Nigeria have the Christians, missionaries that came in with the Bible. Those came in from the north with the Quran to convert them. And we decided to go to those that spoke to us first. Yes. Others decided, no, I don't want to be either Christian or Muslim. Leave me alone. That's fine. However, after we have read the Bible and we became converted, sometimes even we had the jihadists and the crusaders. These people were extremists, that in order to convert you, if you refuse, you'll be killed. Yes, both in Christianity and in Muslim religion. We need to be aware of that. And we need to know that, thank God for human rights, we all have the human rights to choose our own spirituality. You cannot tell me to shut up, don't talk. You can't do that. Because when the government says, shut up, don't talk, you say government oppression, government brutality, government, what do you call it, and tyranny. But we do that in the name of religion. We do that. Something we criticize, push back on, say is bad, we do that, believing we are fighting for God. How do you fight for God? By loving one another. That is what we are coming here to do. So therefore, our sister Angela, these kind of stories are the stories we should feed into and see how to support one another rather than fighting for what we cannot even fully comprehend. Angela said, I lost my mom in 2011 due to childbirth. Until date, I have not healed. Please, farm members, let us look for a way to console and, speak to Angela. And Angela and a whole lot of us, both Jane Ike and a lot of, what's his name, Mansu, a lot of us that have stated that we have lost one person or the other. It's important to undergo bereavement counseling. Very important. Important. I want to confess to you, I will say that at the early stage when I lost my mom, I refused to accept it. I said, no, she's not dead. She's still alive. I didn't write her, what do you call it? The heartfelt, the writing we do when we lose our loved ones. I say, my mom is not dead. My mom lives in my heart. And I kept calling her, but one day I just said to myself, accept it. Accept it. Mom is dead. Because one day I was sleeping. I always call my mom, hey, happy Mother's Day. Mommy is dead. No, let me speak to mommy. So one day in my dream, my mommy rang. In my dream, I was in Abuja at the time. I lost my mommy when I went to Nigeria. I was in Abuja at the time. My mommy rang. So when she rang, I, in the dream, say, hey, mommy, I thought you are dead. Someone in reality, I refused to accept she was dead. When she appeared to me, when I saw her in my dream, I said, mommy, she rang me on the phone. I was talking to her on the phone because I tried reaching her on the phone. So she rang me. I was in my room then. I was alone. I didn't travel with my family. I said, Mommy, I thought you're dead. She said she lived in me. And I was like, what? She was talking. When I started waking up, there is a lot happening on earth. When I started to wake up, my mommy was running away. I was, Mommy, don't go, Mommy, don't go. Remember, I was talking to her on the phone. But when I was waking up, I saw her running away like a shadow. I did. I've never told this story before. I saw my mom like she was a shadow. Whoa! She breezed off. And I got up, I was like, wow! I was like, Jesus! That was when I stopped calling my mommy on the phone. That was when I stopped calling my mommy on the phone. I love you, honestly. Ola Yemi, I love you especially. I also lost my parents at tender age, and ever since I have been catering for my younger ones. Wow. ZT said, but in the New Testament, it happened to Anana. And thank you. That is it. And his wife, when they lied to Peter, that is it. That is what I was talking about. That they brought all that they have. They fell down and died. Why will they die? Why should you lie? A lot of us are lying today. Thank God we don't die because of mere lying. You lose your life. Some people, I see some people that stone people to death till today because they stole bread. But our politicians and even our pastors, sorry about that, those that don't like it, they steal a lot of money. They make away with a lot of money, but no one condemns them. Rather, we worship them. We all worship them. But when a poor man steals, he is stoned to death, he is burnt with tires, or he is condemned. So, yes, this is in the Bible. Because they did not submit all the offering money, they say you fall down that. And that is what we are being used, that is being used against us today. Those people that allow it, it's being used against us today. They will tell you, if you don't pay your tithes, you will die. A lot is happening. A whole lot is happening. Why should they die? How many of us have lied, including me, including me? How many of us have lied with money in the church, money in the bank, money anywhere, and money from our family members? How many should die because of that? How many of us are greedy? Okay, point to me who is not greedy. Point. Point to me who has never lied. Point. Why should they die? A whole lot is in our religious script. But again, I am thankful that with human rights, I'm thankful that with human rights activism, that all those strict punishment has been abolished. Thank God. Thank God. Even if you check the New Testament, you will see where they call people slaves, that slaves should obey their masters. In the New Testament, let's go, because people are saying Old Testament, but they're all the. Why did they not remove old and give us new? And again, whatever you want to quote, remember, the Bible was given to you and me. I want you to know that. So when you kill people, curse people, fight because of the Bible, ask yourself, why are you doing that? If you so love God that you cannot see, trust me, they say none have seen God. If you so love God that you cannot see, how dare you don't transfer the love to his creature that you can see, like Zitis and myself. I repeat again, if you claim to love God that you cannot see, why do you not love the human being that is the children of God? We are all children of God. Why don't you transfer the love to us? I don't know. So, good. I'm checking something. Okay, I am checking. Okay, all right. So if you check in New Testament, um, if you check in New Testament, all these verses, where are they? You will see, even in Ephesians, Colossians, and Titus, I repeat, in Ephesians, in Colossians, in Titus, in Timothy, it talks about slaves obeying their masters. Remember, slave trade. You know, when you guys say it's in Old Testament, I wonder what you're talking about. Remember, slave trade started probably from Old Testament, went through New Testament, and continued till 1948, I believe, because I did a lot of work and research on slave trade. I did a study on slave trade. If my mind serves me right, it's just in 1948 that there was a declaration by fire by force, because when they were trying to stop slave trade, which went through the Old Testament, through the New Testament, till date in terms of the 1900s, the white man was still going to the court with the Bible. Let me see when slavery was abolished. I just gave you areas where you will see slaves obey your masters, and a whole lot of other things that was requested of them. Now, let me show you. Let me check when slavery was abolished. Let me show you when slavery was abolished. When was slave trade abolished? Sorry, I was talking of colonial master. I was talking of colonization was abolished in 1948. But slave trade was abolished in 1833. Slave trade went through the Old Testament, through the New Testament, till 1833. The British, the Slave Trade Act, because it was a battle to stop or not to stop. They will tell you the Lord God said, the Bible said, the slave is good and all those stuff. So it was difficult to abolish it. So they had to now do an act of 1807, outlawed slave trade in the British Empire, because they almost loved slavery. And the Slave Abolition Act of 1833 outlawed slavery altogether. So first of all, the British Empire, first of all, have the Slave Trade Act in 1807 that abolished slavery that they inherited. It's in the Bible. But the Abolition of Slave Trade Act 1833 outlawed all slavery. Let's see when, so from slave trade, they went into colonialization. From slave trade, they now went into, because they are used to having slaves. From time immemorial, from the Bible, the Quran, they were used to having slaves. So what happened? When they stopped it, when they fought against it, they stopped it after having failed or using Bible to succeed to retain it for a long time. They now abolished it. They now started colonialism. Let's see when colonialism was abolished. When was colonialism abolished? Oh, this one is giving me long gist. What did they call it? There is a name they call it. Oh, not in India. No, not in India. Okay. It says 1945. But it did not end. Trust me, it did not end because there was an act. I can't remember what it's called. A declaration, isn't it? Decolonization. Fantastic. It was called decolonization. That was the word I'm looking for. It started in 1945. I said 1948. My memory is not that good again, so pardon me, but I know what I'm talking about. So decolonization of Asia and Africa, it started from 1945. Guess what? It says to 1960. No, because South Africa and Zimbabwe, they just recently, less than 30 years ago, I think in 1990s, let's say. So the colonization started in 1945. After slave trade, they entered colonialism. Then they fought. You know, all these things are what they used to justify then. So let's see. They said, I know it's from 1940 something, but they say it's 45. Let's see when did colonization end in South Africa and Zimbabwe? So, for South Africa, it was 1994. It's just like yesterday. 1994. For Zimbabwe, it was 1979. Okay. No, the peace talk started in 1979. The Zimbabwe achieved independence in 1980. So I want to show you because I like to show. In South Africa, they started it in 1961. Remember, they said decolonization was for 1945 to 1960, but I think it extended. Some countries were still held. So look at South Africa. The peace talk started from 1961, then they got their independence in 1994. Let me see Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe got theirs earlier than South Africa. The peace talk started 1979. They got it in 1980. Now, Angel, what is this all about? It's all about knowledge. It's very important, very important. So when you fight for the laws we inherited, you need to know that it's not about things we inherit, things that was taught to us. It's about human beings. People are so engrossed in serving God, but they fail to serve human. When I say serve, I don't mean slavery, I mean support. People always give to God, give to God. I don't know how they give to God, they can't say. Then when people that they can see, which is children of God, come to them, they fail to give to them. I don't understand. I honestly don't understand. I've tried to analyze it. Give me a minute as well. Please give me a minute. So, where are we? I don't honestly understand how people fail to support human beings they see, but they give to God they don't see. How? Are we not blaspheming? Are we not lying to ourselves? How do we do that? I honestly don't know. But let me see what the family members are saying. Yes, these are the people I'm talking about. And I will tell you something. We've done worse than Ananias. I remember Ananias, it was even taught in schools. It was even taught in schools. Ananias and his wife. I don't know if his wife, I think she later fell down, yeah. So it was taught. Today, Zitis, even me and you, we've done worse than Ananias and the wife. But we pray to be alive. God is forgiving. I don't know. I don't know. This is what some religious leaders used to intimidate and threaten us. But we need to also understand that our God is a faithful God. While we strive to do good, we shouldn't fall down to blackmail and all this intimidation. That's for me. All right. So let's see what the family members are saying. The day I was dancing, the day I was dancing here, early hours of that day, I was called and informed my mom was admitted in the hospital. Thank God she's getting better. Sorry. And you still turned up. You still turned up. It's the pastors that give their money and enrich them. It's the pastors, they give their money and enrich them. Wow. So well done, ma. So I will call. Can we see more of your, because we'll be closing soon. I wanted to allow us to go further in case we have some things to vent. Can we call, please? Obianyo Chibweze best. Sorry, this from Veronica, the same person that was complaining. I like that. Sorry for everything. May God restore everything you lost, my dear brother. Thank you. So, what else? Is there any other person that wants to unleash? How is Umaru? It's been long. Yeah. I must tell you, it's not easy with Umaru as well. Amma, thank you very much for asking. Amma, this means a lot. Thank you for asking. Umaru, I got a message from Umaru about a very painful situation. I have not spoken to him. I have asked the admin team, but Chintalk is struggling. I'm going to also make a time to speak to him. I sent him a message to tell him to please contact Chintalk. Sometimes when we're in the meeting, we call some of the old previous admin that are still turning up, and even those that are not turning up little by little. So I must say, Umaru is facing a challenge himself. And I like the way you ask it, because I must say to you that a lot of us, everyone, including previous admin, current admin, family members, that is why we are here. They also face a lot of struggles. So I want to see if I will see the one last complaint, venting, so that we can also respond, please. I'm waiting to see one last complaint or venting so that we can also respond, please. Yeah? A lot of people is saying it is well. And Chintalk, IOM admin, who himself is struggling with the loss of his baby and his wife just recovering from near death, said religious fanaticism is Nigeria's biggest problem. I want you all to know this. Religious fanaticism is Nigeria's biggest problem. I think this is the answer to my question. I was saying that I don't understand how people give to God whom they don't see. How do you do that? I don't know how they do that. But to people like IOM fan members, human beings they see, they fail to give to them. I don't know how it happens. I honestly didn't know, but this is what I am reading from Admin Chintalk. He said religious fanaticism is Nigeria's biggest problem. I hope we will stop cursing one another, stop attacking one another, stop fighting one another, stop killing one another in the name of religion, and start listening to one another and start accepting that there are diverse opinions and diverse viewpoints. You don't need to say is correct, but also know that human rights is ultimate. I repeat, you need to understand. And what is human right? Human right is your right and my right. The same way you complain about the government, the same way you complain about the government is the same way your colleagues complain about your fanaticism. You can shush people up not to read the Bible that you don't like, the verses. You can't do that. You need to know that you have your right, I have my right, and we need to respect each other's rights. So let me see if I can, if there is anyone. Veronica said, thanks, Ma, for today's venting talk. I appreciate every word and encouragement. May God bless you. Bless you too, Veronica. Bless you too. And Otabese is well with us all. Okay, that's fine. And Ndidi said, Nurse Angel, I really love you and your sense of reasoning. Ndidi, we all are smart. I want to say this, and I want to say it loud and clear. We all are smart. I think I'm in the list of smart people. I'm in the list. I did for the bottom pot. I'm in the list of smart people. But you know what? Some of us, because of our environment, we have held back. You see, For you to say you love my sense of reasoning, that means you're reasoning as well. But because of our environment, we are scared. We are scared to show our smartness. Nurse Angel is in the bottom of smart people. Nurse Angel is in the bottom of smart people. However, I have decided to speak fearlessly and courageously. So people think I'm smart. I am not. I think, Ndidi Precious, you are smarter than me. Ndidi Precious, I want to hear from you. I know you have thought about adopting. I know you have thought about medical. But I know probably you're wondering, what would people say? The environment is affecting us to show our smartness. You want to say, oh, the society, they want me to have my own day. So we are limited and chained because of we are following. And the worst is this environment we are talking about is made up of religion, tradition, family, society, laws. These are what is killing us. These are what is killing us. The environment, I repeat, is made up of religious people, traditionalists, family views, and what have you. So mother-in-law could come and say, oh, even your mother, you have to have your own, you have to have a stand. So the environment is mounting on the individual, make people commit suicide, make people depressed, make people die before their death. And you wonder, are you not supposed to give me a shoulder to lean on? Why are you attacking me? You will see a woman that is going through a lot because of the society. The pressure from the society is so much. She will run to church. She will run to this. She will even run to native doctor for help. Why? Because even if she is at peace with herself, the society we tell her, she, you have not married, you are approaching 40, you will not marry. Woo! Ashawo, no one wants to marry you. Or she will say, you don't have a child. Come on, leave my child. Your bad behavior, your wickedness made God to punish you. Who born you? What kind of talk is that? These are the people undergoing a lot of struggles because of the society. And on top of that, we talk about victimization of the victimized. We talk about victimization of the victimized, those that are already victimized. The society will re-victimize them. So they're already victimized by they don't have a child, they are not yet married, they don't have a job, they don't have good, they are not looking like others, and a whole lot of other things. Their status, they may be struggling, they may be disabled. They're already suffering from that. Yet, the society will say, ooh, you don't have a child, you are shameless, you don't have a husband, you are useless, you are disabled, you cannot work. The victimization of the victimized. And the worst case scenario, the worst part of it all is that these people that we shame the shamed, these people that we shame the shamed, are the same people that we clap the loudest in the churches, in the mosque, in our places of worship. These people that will tell you, shut up, don't talk, you will drop dead, God will kill you, God will punish you, God has punished you, God has killed you, are the same people that will pray the loudest. It's not about, even in the Bible, they say it's not all that call on the name of God shall inherit the kingdom of God. Remember, the Bible said, for those people that are fighting for God, the fanatists, those people are fighting for God. The Bible said, not whether you preached. No. It says not all those that God call God that inherit the kingdom of God. It's not those that preach, pray. No. The Bible said a lot. Action, not prayer or faith alone, is zero. Action. What are you doing to the children of God? Every one of us on earth are children of God. What are you doing for the children of God? What is your action towards them? What's your services towards them? Are you naming and shaming them? Are you calling them out for nothing? The Bible said, whatsoever you do, it didn't say pray. It didn't. It said, whatsoever you do to the root of my, to the least, okay. Whatsoever you do to the least of your neighbors or brethren, that you do unto me. That is the God saying. Whatsoever you do to the least of my brethren, that you do unto me. You see, the Bible is talking about action, not prayer. It didn't say, did you pray for people? No, because the Bible knows that action speaks louder than voice. Action. If you go home with nothing, today, I want you to go home with something, one thing, and sing this song with me. I know we all know how to sing it. It's in the Bible. Whatsoever you do to the least of my brethren, that you do unto me. And it says, when I was hungry, you gave me to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. Now go into the home of my Father. Whatsoever you do to the least of my brethren, that you do unto me. Now, for those that did not do anything, say, when I was hungry, I'm adding this, you didn't give me to eat. You were busy praying, God. When I was thirsty, you didn't give me to drink. Now go into the pits of hellfire. Yeah, that's what it says. So for us to continue to turn up, for us to continue to empty our pockets, to give little by little, we are not stupid. We may not be carrying the Bible on our head, but we are fulfilling the word of God. The word of God, or humanity, desires us to support emotionally where we can, financially, if we can, psychologically, very necessary, spiritually, but support. Do not name and shame. Do not call people out in the name of God. Why are you fighting for God? Do you want to say your God is a weak God? Do you want, because people think that people are stupid. Do you want to say that your God is a weak God, therefore you will fight for God? I don't want, if you are fighting for God, I don't want that your God. Sorry about that. Because they are so weak that you need to fight for them. I don't want a weak God. I want an active God. And who is an active God? God that loves all his children equally and is able to forgive. Our children sin against us. We sin against our children. We all sin and have fallen short the glory of God. But we do need to forgive. Even Jesus in Bible said, forgive 70 times, 70 times. Let me, in a day. We will be closing soon. Sorry about that. So what is 70 times 70 times? 4,900 times they will sin against you a day to forgive. How? Simple. Love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. Charity begins at home. I repeat. How can you love somebody 70 times 70 times? Simple. Love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor. Love your neighbor. Charity begins at home. Simple. What does that mean? If I love myself, I wouldn't want anything to hurt me. If I love you, I will also not want to curse you, to call you out, to put you down. Why should I do that? No one can fight for God. Whatsoever you do, you're doing it to God. Be it physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially, psychologically, your actions shall account for you. Period. And that is not possible. No one can offend someone for that number of times a day. Ekpere Amaka, you too much, my dear. Ekpere Amaka, you too much, my dear. So we will soon be closing. Let's see. Nurse Angel, my daughter is disturbing to contest for IO. Of course, she should join. And Chibe and Chintok, please, can you host the next dancing contest? Should be for children, please. Please. So, Hattie, please. I don't want to hear your my sweetest voice, you mean. Thank you. Yeah, please allow us, Angel, to breathe. All right, so the last I will take and we will have to close is my own is during the time I do tag the Sunday live show. I even tag after the show up on the tagging. Okay, after the show up on the tagging. I have never been counted among the winners. They later told that they don't count tagging after. Don't mind us. We are going to have a meeting. Thank you, Zitis. Thank you for that. They don't count tagging after the show, that they only count tags on Blue only during the live stream. That's why, you see, as I didn't know the Zitis. Zitis, Thank you. I didn't know this. Exactly what you said, Zitis, was what I said. I said, don't discourage farm members from tagging. The benefits of tagging to our shows is for farm and people to come to IOM. Therefore, don't tell them it's only during the live show. No, it should be when you want to start counting, which is the next day. And we will visit it. Please don't stop tagging. Continue, because it's not everybody that will tag during the live show. People can decide to tag after. The purpose of tagging, sharing, commenting, and what's not is for us to advertise our talk show, not just during the show, which is important during the show, very important, but also after the show. After the show, so people can also come and listen whether we are live or not. So thank you, Zetes, for bringing this up. Zetes, please resume tagging. And on that note, Zetes, I think I'm going to do something. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So I'm going to say thank you so much, my sweetest of all hearts, Gobin. I love you. And who else? We read from Claire. Claire, no one can fight for God. Okay, I think I've read this one. Okay, so we have to close. We have to close. Aminat Lali Khan. Aminat. I'm happy to read yours. It says, my own is that for life, for like 3 months that I've been following Sunday Talk Show on YouTube, they never chose me as YouTube most active. Now only one person show for screen, then they pick. Okay, Aminat, please continue to tag. Continue to tag, please. I beg you. Continue to tag. Do you know, I say tag, comment, so they will see you. Because since you're watching from YouTube, you need to tag and to comment so they will know you're there. And farm members, please listen, or rather, IOM Winners Announcement Committee members, please listen to Aminat and ensure you count her properly. On that note, I want to say, moving forward, we are honestly IOM family, and some of us, most of us, if not all of us, are wounded healers. We are wounded healers because we are wounded and we are trying to heal and heal others as well. So I want to say that we give out of our own brokenness. And sometimes we can run dry. Sometimes we can run dry. It's not easy. It's an individual. It's not easy. We can run dry of money and a whole lot of things. What we are asking is that when you are venting, we are always going to vent with love, just like Aminat and Zitis just vented with love, and a whole lot of others. Because on the other end, as we have said before, is someone else's broken heart. Admins are also broken. Nurse Angel, we have issues. Everybody, including you, that is venting. So I have heard your complaints. I have heard your complaints, and that is why this IOM Venting Forum was bettered, so that we will continue to learn, to adjust, and to grow. And I want to say this on that note. We are turning this venting club into a formal care team with more ambassadors walking along line. Fresh Sunny. I saw people that are saying they have lost loved ones. They are sick. They are in the hospital. I feel you, because I've not seen a human being that your story does not resonate with. It does resonate with every one of us that is alive even the president kings. We just lost Queen Elizabeth II. Even the monarchy, the president, governors, senators, high and mighty, billionaires, bourgeoisies, they all have one illness, one pain, one death in the family or another. I want to say we need family members who will come together to listen and respond to each other. And on that note, we want to continue to be doing our venting, make it regular venting. That is why today we say that this is edition 1, at least if we can. We'll be doing it every 2 months. Every 2 months, we'll have edition 2. Another 2 months, edition 3. So we never let too much time to pass without us coming together to hear each other. I want to encourage family members to join their state teams. Wherever you are, please join your state teams if you have not already done that. Where there are no states, please create one so it will be easy for us to check on each other. This will be a kind of body system, so no one slips through the crack. No one gets left behind when we all look out for each other. I want to say there are some of us that have done a lot. Some of us that have done a lot and are still doing a lot for IOM. The newscasters, the Winners Announcement Committee members, our IOM panelists, all the IOM fan members that continue to respond, reply, show up, turn up, and check up on one another. Fresh Sonny of IOM, Admin Abel, Admin Ilausu, Admin Khadija Mohammed, Admin Umaru, Admin Princess. All our IOM admins, both present and past. We see you. We know what you do for IOM behind the scene. We want to say that in our appreciation board, we will continue to recognize each of us. We want to thank all those IOM fan members that actively turn in, check in, and comment, like, share our videos. Please continue to do that. We appreciate you and we will continue to appreciate you. And before we close, I want you to know one thing. We need to be honest. We need to be honest and know that in honesty, we have limits. We need to be honest with one another and know that even in our honesty, we are limited. Most of all, we encourage each other to be honest about our limits. We have limits as human beings. If you need help, say it. If you need help, if we need help, we will also say it too. I am not just talking about money. Help is not all about money because we are limited. And I want you to know that we are limited in terms of resources. I am talking about emotional, psychological, physical support to grow stronger in love, not in silence. Together, let's build a community where every cry is heard. Every birthday, every celebration is also celebrated together. And every cross, every pain is carried by more than one pair of hands. Very, very important. Nurse Angel, you haven't listened to me. So what do you want? Can you say it, Agnes, please? Agnes, say it. IOM is a family of love. True. The kind of love in this family is just unconditional. I agree. Sylvia Twanya, a lady I also love so much. Dorcas, you in Kaduna? Okay. Nurse Angel, so no more Imo State team. Why not? Of course, there should be. But IOM state team should be done and handled by IOM fan members. Dorcas, you are not in the team. The sharing was made open to the group. Now, work, most, chop, most. I don't know what you guys are talking about. And in closing, I say this a lot of times. It says, Mama, please, 1 minute. Give me a minute. He says, Mama, please, I'll be glad if I can talk to you on phone. I will say it's a bit hard, but contact IOM admin members, please. I won't lie to you. I'm struggling a lot. I'm struggling a lot with time because I'm in it. I must make money to continue to sustain IOM. That is something I signed up to, and that is something I must deliver to continue to work hard to support IOM. That is something that makes me fulfilled. I feel fulfilled when I do that. And on top of working 12 and a half hours a shift plus my commute time, we work 12 and a half hours a shift. And my commute time is roughly 45 minutes. So give and take 12 and a half hours plus 1.5 hours, 12 and a half, 13 and a half, 14 hours a day for my shifts. So therefore, the remaining 24 hours minus 14, is it not 10 hours left? I use it to support fan members, IOM, this and that, and I also have to make time to have meetings and what have you. Nonetheless, Aminat, you can speak to IOM admin, but if you think you must talk to me, the admin will not be able to help you, please, I will beg you, ask them to talk to me to give you a slot, but it could take a very long time, but I will talk to you. I just want to manage your expectation. Please, Aminat, I want to manage your expectation because currently I am also, I've worked with a lot of fan members. I've worked with a lot of fan members. I am currently working with Roji. It's not easy. So IOM admin meeting is a kind of suffering because I have to fit Roji in after the last talk show that he wept. He didn't weep physically, but he wept emotionally. So I promised to support him emotionally. So I'm on Roji, and even because of the tightness of my schedule, I have to struggle to give him a slot. Now, I will say, Aminat, speak to admin. They will contact me. If after speaking to you, you still want to talk to me, then I will make out chance from the very tight schedule. But please, apologies. It may be a bit long, please. No wahala. No wahala. So the last I will read, I keep saying the last. The last I will read is from Omolola. Omolola said, Osun State family members should indicate. I love Omolola. So IOM family admin team, please support Omolola. IOM admin team, Chibes, Fresoni, Chichi, Chintalk, please support Omolola so that she can create IOM Osun State, please. I love what I'm saying. Thank you so much. And on that note, we must call it a day. If you leave me, I will sleep in IOM. There was a day, ask the admin team, fan members, if you doubt me, Google and search. Ask the admin team. There was a day I said, I will turn on IOM page every day, leave it, and I'll be walking in and saying hello, and I'll go because I really do love you guys, honestly speaking. As the admin team, they will confirm to you. All right, so what song should I dance now? I need us to close, and I need to dance. I need us to close, and I need to dance. Okay, good. So what song should I dance to? I'll just put any song I say. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. I go put my best song. Let me see if they have guessed a song to dance. Good job, Mama. I didn't see any song. So, love you, Mama. All right. I will just dance any song of my choice. That is how we roll it.
Silence. Bagali. Aha. Risha Family. Cover me. Cover Joe. Open the rubber. Upon the eye. Be on the eye. Finally, I sound like I'm 10 years in this game, but I'm still on my grind. I'm on the what we do before you leave, together for your hand. Put them back up no one alone before you lose your mind. Go there and see and then also my money. I don't like that so much. And they go Yankee. What do you want to do? I don't do. Where you want to go? I don't pass. Yeah. And you're going to set me fine. But I'm one love for everybody. I'm the owner of them body. I don't know. I'm number one love for everybody. I'm the owner of them body. But tell you the day they hate me when I do super my money. But also to Malaysia to Miami. Yeah. And you know what you do if I expect my money anyway, I like it to move. Don't come near me, Mr. Boko Boko. And if you don't see me, you go chop love. Ṣé báwo ni Bangali bí mo ṣe ń pawó Ọlọ́run mi làbò mi nígbà tó gbogbo Olúwa ṣẹ́gun nígbà tó jìnnà Olúwa ṣìnà nígbà tó rọ̀ tá mi àdúrà dá padà. What do you want to do? I don't do. Where you want to go? I don't pass. Yeah. If you see that me, Google and search, you find me. You know the and if you're new in the game, make you go pay your ties. Check out the bad big bubble and shit. If you want to ẹ̀sìn tó ṣíwájú ṣe ló ń lọ láfíjọ́ ó ṣe ìlú gẹ́gẹ́ tí a lè ẹ̀dá ya kí máa bọ́ ní ọ̀sán tó wà lẹ́ṣà tó wà yá bí àbálọ̀ fọ́ṣẹ́ níbi ìfẹ́lẹ́yà fẹ́ orí ẹni rẹ̀ kí tó mú lọ́kọ̀ yẹn ní Mr. Tọkọtọkọ àdéhùn tó ti
I'm so happy tonight.
So flashy.
I'm so happy tonight. I am so happy tonight. Yes. And I will dance one more dance and talk to my sweetest of all hearts. I love you guys. I am so happy. Maybe I'll dance 2 dances. I know. Look, I'm happy. I want to celebrate. So 2 more dances. Since this one has started playing, let us dance it.
Ife niile jụrụ mụ ịma n'ihi jubugo nya nekwa ajụjụ onye abịbue ijugbu emo nekwa ajụjụ niile na-ajụ onye ga-aza dị ya nekwa ajụjụ ọjụkọ ọmaka ọjụgbu emo nekwa ajụjụ ịmụrụ n'ụtụtụ jụọ mehepụtago ụla nekwa ajụjụ ịnụ na mmadụ nwere ego ga-ebibe ebili ya nekwa ajụjụ ịnụ na flevo ọbụ onye ka dị nwe ego nekwa ajụjụ ọkụ mbụ kristi ọkụ ọkụ nwoke nekwa ajụjụ Michael Jackson asị na ọ na-etu ude nekwa ajụjụ ịfụrụ mụ na pastọ ọjụkwa m ọdịkwana mma nekwa ajụjụ oge ojukwu ebuka ọ bụ onye bụdị n'ụkwụ nekwa ajụjụ kwụsị ajụjụ ụmụ ọbịa dị nsọ ajụjụ ị na-ajụ gị ejizi agbara gị ọsọ ajụ mmepe anyị na nwunye ya ọgbaba na-ebi ọfụma nekwa ajụjụ ebido akọlụ ọgbaba bụ nwanne o nekwa ajụjụ precious nwoke asị na ọ na-agba njem nekwa ajụjụ ya na ome maketi adị ebe a zụrụ na laba nekwa ajụjụ nke ejụla gị eji wee kewa gị anya ajụjụ ị na-ajụ gị eji wee tiwa gị anya chi ntụkọta m ntụkọta m ete na-egodo m ihu ọ na-abịa ntụkọta m ntụkọta m dị n'ịntanetị gị eti chi onye gbata ego eji ụmụ na-atụ ụlọ nekwa ajụjụ ụlọ obibi gị ụmụ ọkpụkpụ nne ya nekwa ajụjụ ajụjụ niile ọbụ onye ga-aza gị ya nekwa ajụjụ ebido na wizi ọbụ onye ka abụ ego nekwa ajụjụ isi na Ronaldo ọbụ onye ka lụbụ ego nekwa ajụjụ ifụmụ na-asị ụmụ ọbara so onye nekwa ajụjụ ana nwanne m nsọ maka chi dịkwa ego nekwa ajụjụ ebe niile jụrụ m ọkwa maazị mmadụ ya nekwa ajụjụ ịfụnọ dị ka ọ na-ejobe ya dị ka gịnị nekwa ajụjụ kejụla bụ na oke mechara jụọ ebe a sị gị ekwu na-ekwu na oyibo mechara kwuo egwu chi nga nke ọrụ ile ka alapụtago gị ụtalị mkpụrụ mmiri ọkwa ndị ahụ nkewa azụ ife niile jụrụ m ịma n'ihi jubugo nya nekwa ajụjụ onye ajụjụ ejigbo ego nekwa ajụjụ niile na-ajụ onye ga-aza gị ya nekwa ajụjụ ọjụkọ ọmaka ọjụgbo ego nekwa ajụjụ niile na-ajụta iji ezi ofe nekwa ajụjụ ewu ji mee ajụjụ nnụnụ nekwa ajụjụ nekwa ajụjụ nekwa ajụjụ nekwa ajụjụ nekwa ajụjụ.
Woo, woo, woo. Okay, I can dance this. I didn't want.
Baby girl, you mesmerize me. I've been searching, and finally love. Yeah, baby girl, you take my heart away. I've been looking, and finally love. Yeah, kiss me too, baby. I go school for Germany. I find peace with you, baby, and I never leave you, my lady. I wanna please you, my lady. Are you everything you need? Your car from Germany, your mansion and money. Make you give me I go give you love, oh, give me love, oh, and I promise to give you many, oh. I see that I don't go my God, baby, I go bless your mother, you just find out mommy, what baby, bless your mother, baby, I go bless your father, I see that I don't go my God, baby, I go bless your mother, you just find out mommy, what baby, bless your mother, baby, I go bless your father, kiss me like I kiss you, baby. Baby, love you, baby. Kiss me, baby, like I kiss you, baby. Lisa, Mona Lisa, baby, I beg you, baby, like that. Lisa, Mona Lisa, baby, I beg you, baby, like that. Make you baby, I go give you love, give you love, and I promise to give you baby, love, give me baby, I go give you love, give you love, and I promise to give you baby. I think I don't know about my God, baby, I'm a bless your mother, you just want to mommy, what baby, bless your mother, baby, I'm a bless your father, I think I don't know about my God, baby, I'm a bless your mother, you just want to mommy, what baby, bless your mother, baby, I'm a bless your father. Kiss me like I kiss you, baby. Love you, baby. Kiss me, baby, like I kiss you,
Wow. I need to stop it before it goes to another song that I like. So I will say tonight is a very important night. And I must say, it's important for us to be open, but we have to respect those that want to be silent and be private, because it's not easy to speak out and to share your problem in the open. However, fam members, as we connect with our God, as we worship our Lord, let us know that the children of God is you and me. I repeat, as we connect with our God, as we connect spiritually with our Creator, as we love and honor the ways of God, let us know that the children of God, that we are more important than what we talk about. So, whatsoever you do to the least of my brethren, that you do unto God. I repeat, whatsoever you do to the least of my brethren, that you do unto God. And on that note, I want to pick names. I will pick names, not randomly, but from when I start, I will start going down. I repeat, I'm going to pick some names, and I will say, because I'm happy. You see, I think God has continued to bless me. I don't know how, and you too. God has continued to bless us. I repeat, I don't know how, but He does. He is blessing us. Probably because we are looking and we are acting, not just talking, because they say talk is cheap. Action speaks louder than voice. So I don't have it all. God is blessing us, but we don't have it all. We cannot meet the needs of all our viewers, all our family members, but we can impact individually, little, little, very little, and spread it across. Because as long as you have breath, as long as you're breathing, as long as you have life, you have need, including me, including me. But tonight, I have decided to at least pick some people. When I start, I'll just go down, including admin. That's fine because they're human too. They have their own issues as well. I always exempt them because we give them support. But let's be honest, apart from the support we give them as admin, that they work 24 hours, you also get support from your own areas. So when I start, I'll just calm down and little, I won't be able to meet, and I'm trying to manage expectation. I won't be able to meet all our needs, but I can just speak. So on that note, I want to start with, Obioma. Obioma is one, and from him, I'll be going down. Obioma 1, Agnes 2, Omolola 3, Aminat 4, Zitis 5, Chintok 6, Mercy 7, Chinazam 8, Ndidi 9, Alma 10. Wow, 10 people. Let me go maybe 2 more. Alma 10, Oni 11. I don't know if I've called Chinazam. If I have called, then I'll jump. Only 11, and Chibes 10 and 12, and Nemfort 13. And on that note, Chibes, I think we got some money in. Money just came into our account. Although I've been asked to use it judiciously, they know what I'm talking about. I am somebody that likes to touch people. I don't know why I do that. And the more I touch people, the more God touches me. I repeat, the more I touch people, the more God touches me. So on that note, Chibes, I think we counted 12. I want you to divide the sum of 200,000 naira to the 12 people I mentioned their names, please. I think I saw one name that I don't know if I am allowed to choose. I don't know if I am allowed, but I'll add, I don't know. Should I add? Let me add 2 names I just saw now. The 2 of them just came to my eyes. Ekpera Maka, I don't know if I've called you before. I'm adding you. And Sylvia, I'm adding you too. So these 12 or 14 now, depending on if I did double counting. Please share 200,000 naira. It's very small, trust me, but it's just the fact that I'm in the spirit of giving. In our mind, it's always, always in my mind, and my destiny is definitely, definitely in my hands, and so is yours as well. Thank you. All the best. I love you all. Bye. Bye.